Today we'll see how to configure L3VPN for V6 network. So already we have done for L3VPN V4 setup and configuration. We will check now. Setup will be the same as V4, only configuration will be changed. So if you are not aware, you can check the V4 video for all the setups. So once we have made a setup like this, CE1, P1, P, PE2 and CE1. So this is the host machine. So this is the script I am using to remove the Docker, and this is for establishing the connection. So extra thing what we have to do is we have to use this MPLS Mac to enable all this script. Everything is in the previous video, you can check it. So you have to enable this Mac key. So that is the main thing, and you have to configure. So we'll start configuring the Docker. So in P1 we have to create a VRF interface. Since it is V6, we have to use this -6. So I have already created using this command. You have to do IP link add and then link set and ETH1 master. I am putting ETH1 into master. So you can see after starting you will have like this. In P2 you have to add a different same VRF on ETH2 because ETH2 is only connected to CE2. So we can copy this configuration in PE2. So I have already copied that. This is VTY shell. Inside the shell you can see that it is configured. So the next step is we have to configure each node. In CE1, the detailed explanation is already done in V4 video. You can check why and we configure. Here I am just I have already configured. I'll just explain. So this loopback I am configuring. On loopback I am configuring IPv6 address instead of V4. So now, so this is already paired with the other one. So that's why we are able to see routes will be in IPv6 route. So here only it will be learned. In this PE router, PE1 router, it's the same loopback, and then we have to configure ETH1, ETH2 with OSPF, and BGP I am putting IPv6 neighbor, so that OSPF should be up, then only you can do this. Then I am activating VPN in IPv6, and in VRF redistributing only V6. So make sure this label is the same in both the PE1 and PE2, and I am redistributing BGP in VRF, and MPLS or LDP also I am configuring only on IPv6. So this whole configuration will be copied in PE1. You can see they have configured. So you can see neighbor OSPF neighbor has come up. So OSPF VRF CE1 VRF neighbor. So this is between PE1 and CE1. This is between PE1 and PE2. Sorry, PE1 and P1. So with this now we'll see whether BGP is up. BGP is up, but it didn't learn the route because we have distributed only the V6. So we will check this. So BGP IPv6 on. So here you can see two routes are learned. So the command is IPBGP VPN paths. So you can see the path VPN V4 VPN. So VPN routes, nothing is done because we didn't redistribute VPN V4. V6 we have redistributed. So you can see it is redistributed, and this route, let's see the link local IP it is learned, and now we can see this in IPv6 route. The two in VRF route. This is default route. In default route it should not be there. You should see it in VRF route. So VRF route it is learned as BGP. So you can also see in one more command. Sorry, that's it actually. In P1 we should configure loopback, OSPF and LDP. So this is the configuration. ETH1, ETH2 you should enable LDP on both interface. So now here we can see our previous OSPF neighbor. It is done. MPLS LDP neighbor. In all the cases you will find the labels. This is MPLST. So here also, so this is VRF label, this is normal transport label. Now we can go to CE2, sorry PE2. PE2 this is the configuration loopback, and PE1, ETH1, ETH2 I am giving OSPF, and BGP I am configuring, and VPN activating the VPN, and BGP VRF we have to redistribute all the OSPF routes and make sure this is the same, and then configure OSPF, normal OSPF. This is VRF OSPF, we will redistribute the BGP routes, and this is the MPLS configuration. The same configuration is done, and you can see BGP route VRF CE1 here. So it is configured. This is in CE2. Just configure a loopback, OSPF you have to enable and redistribute connect. So now this we can see the CE1's route here. You can make sure it is CE1 4.4.4. We can just ping from here and check. Sorry, ping with 4. So it's working. The same from 1 we should be able to ping to 5.5.5. So both is working. Now we can try to capture the packet and check. Sudo. So this is ETH1. The interface between P1 and CE1, it should be normal. Between P1 and P, it should have two labels because 17 and 80. You can see it is 17 and 80. So why it is 17 and 80 is show MPLS label. So this is the outer label, the L3VPN's labels. This is LDP label. So that's why we have both. And the center node, it should have only one. See, it has removed and it has only one label. The reply is the reverse. It should have both, and then 4 should not have any label. So we can even capture the packet captured. So this is the same without any label. Request and reply has no labels, and then this is MH2. So where we have request has 2, reply has 1. So you can see this. The same in the center node. This L3, this in PE node. It has labels, and in the last node you should not have label. So make sure that Linux is upgraded, Linux kernel is upgraded. You need this particular. I have used the latest 5.19. I have compiled. If you want to know how to compile, you can see there is a separate video, but you need kernel version greater than 5.15 should be greater than this. So only then the routes will be installed. You can try these steps. Thank you.